Good morning. Look at that beautiful blue sky. Oh, wow. And the sun just massively blinds me. But look over there, so pretty. And then I was like, bam! Whoa! It's craziness. So it's 38 degrees. It's Thursday, May 23rd. Man, it was crazy windy last night. Crazy, crazy, crazy windy yesterday. Whoa. Look at that thing is all slanted. So maybe I gotta put some weights on and try to push that thing. I mean, it was nutty windy yesterday. It got pretty gnarly. Do I have a sliver stuck to me? Wow. Ugh. Yikes. I don't know how I can fix that. Well, I can't fix it for right now. Probably take some weight off of it, so that it doesn't put any more pressure. Yikes. That's crazy. Let's see what else happened. It definitely froze. Look at that. I mean, it was so windy I couldn't do anything out here, so I was like, whatever. That tiger lily's not looking so great. That one over there is doing good. My garlic's doing amazing. I got some more Johnny Jumpers. Look at that. Asparagus is just taking a beat down this year. Like, whoa. Like, it is just like not liking it. But it'll toughen up. And we know that it will toughen up because it is, because I got these really, really super hardy seeds. Ooh, I heard the Jerusalem artichokes is a good idea. So I'm going to do that. Because see, oh, this one took a hitter. Right there. But this, look at how hardy this is. You know? I think when I let it seed out this year or whatever, when I go to, because usually I just cut them and lay them down in the beds. Maybe when I cut these down, I'll go lay them in the other bed. And, you know, look at these sunflowers are doing good. So we know that they'll be fine. It's just that they're just taking a beat down this year. That's fine. It's not like I get to eat them this year anyway. They have to go for a couple years. So, that's all right. Oh. Okay, it's just my imagination. I thought my tree was looking a little wonky. But it's okay. Whew. Instant heart attack. I want to, I came up with an idea. But I had to come out here and look. And I don't think my idea is going to work so good down here. But my idea might work down here. Because I needed these green posty things. Okay, I found those curtain rods, you know, that you like screw and then they get wider for like the inside windows. I don't really want curtains. And these are like old, and anyway, I found them in the garage. So I thought that if I zip tied them to this, then it could be, I would have a taller, you know, like zip tie them up higher, because they're not very long, but they're long enough to make them up, you know, up here. So I thought, yeah, okay, if I zip tied one, I only have 2. So if I did one there and then one there, then I could do a fence around this and then let that kind of open up. Okay. And then I can come up with a couple pieces of wood, but my problem here is I don't have stakes. Oh, I have one stake there to work with, and I have one there, and one, I mean, that's like really wide. Oh, I could take the bamboo stick out of there. Does any more of them have these sticks? I can take, what's the sticks for? Oh yeah, to give them strength. Does this one have one? Yeah, it does. So that's what happened to my bamboos. I was wondering. They went to those things. But I don't have to use those bamboos there. I can clip those ones out. And then I can just put a short stumpy something. And then clip that to that. And then I can use those bamboo sticks. I would like to use them elsewhere. But, you know, I'm negotiable. Anyway, let's move on. Stop making plans while I'm yapping. Okay, let's come over here and look. Sunflowers are really popping up. There's this is raspberry. That's like, I don't know, fennel or something. Yeah, I haven't looked down. That one, I can't remember if that's radish or broccoli or beets. It's one of those 3 things. Give me a week or 2 and the list will get longer. Look at the marigolds back by that black taggy thingy. Oh, there's marigolds down here too. Those Johnny jump ups, man, I really like. Oh, I got me a rosemary, but I'm too scared to bring it outside. Like, no. Ugh. And the reason why I remembered is because I just touched my forehead and I can smell the rosemary in my hand because I touched my hand on my way. With my glove, I touched it on the way out the door. Because I couldn't help it. I was like, "Foof, foof. I love you." Boy, like, these weeds pop up so fast. See, there's a couple sunflowers over here. Man, I hope my carnations... They're, like, it's getting greener. I don't know how to feel about it. And this is definitely broccoli. And that kind of looks like the other stuff over there. So maybe that other stuff is broccoli. I don't know. Surprise when it comes up. Ooh, look at that. My son's not home to lift this up. And I thought I could bring a car jack out here and just be like, yeah, I'm a dude, man. I'll just throw this block right there, slap my car jack on it, wrench it up and everything. But then I was like, if I just wait a couple days, my son will do it. But sometimes my imagination gets out of control about what I think I'm capable of doing. Oh, I'm so happy my subscriber told me to put that more, like, that the hanging plants kind of like more shady areas. And since I refuse to let that be a hanging plant, I made a shady area for it. And I feel like it's doing better. Oh, yes. And I bought, it was ridiculous, $10 for one thing of strawberry, but it has 3 strawberry thingies in it. So I was like, all right. And then I had to dig around until I found one that had some arms coming off of it so that I could get babies from that, because it looks like, I think what I'm going to do is plant it right there and run the stringers that way. And then that way it fills in right here. But I wanted to get like a lot of strawberries, because I wanted to do strawberries in this. And then I was going to get, you know, buy some dirt and do strawberries in this one. I want this whole area, I want it to have, you know, a lot of strawberries. Just like that. This was like going to be my strawberry bed. But I don't know. Like, it's clearly not going to happen. Oh, let's check that peonies. Ooh, that bloom is getting bigger. That's going to be good. My tulips, for some reason, don't do good here, but my daughter's tulips at the post office do fantastic. It's like, what is happening? This iris is all beat up, too. Definitely going to have to thin this one out. But I'm going to wait till, like, June. Like, mid-June. And then I'm going to come in here and just take off a huge chunk. Leave this, you know, that way. I don't know. I definitely have to thin. I got to thin that corner out. I'm going to have to thin that out. This one is fine, but next year I'm going to have to thin it out. I should just do it this year. Take down a whole chunk. And then fill in. Oh, man, that means that these guys are going to get crazy. But, I mean, I don't care if those get crazy, like, because they can grow that way. And when I put this brown stuff up on the outside of the fence, it's going to discourage them from coming this way, because the sun will be more apt to be that way. So they're going to go that way. And then that way, when I go to thin these out, when my neighbors want irises, they can pull up to my driveway one day when I have rock. And we'll just start take. You know what I mean? Like in a whole straight line. We'll just go down the line. And then when, you know, and then each year or whatever. But these are fantastic for like a border. These are great because deer don't like them, rabbits don't like them, rodents don't like them. You know, nobody likes them. Nobody but you. I like them because they make great greenery. They, you know, stay green for a really long time. And I like them for the border. And Jack gave them to me when I moved out here. So, you know, I like them for all those reasons. And they're pretty. I think this is either lettuce. In my world, I wanted it to be celery. Because I've planted celery, like, it's like whatever. I planted a ton of carrots over there. I'm really surprised my carrots are not popping up. Kind of concerned. Well, that blew off the trailer. That blew off right there. So, they picking that up today. The peas over here are doing phenomenal, except for I got like a... See, look at the peas are doing good. Crazy. I planted in here too, but this does not do good in here. I've noticed. I think it's because these things are not deep enough. So, I'm just going to dump the dirt out onto the ground and then just use these as something else. I don't know what I'm going to do. But they definitely, these side thingies don't work. That's why I've slowly given up on them. These baskets. I've just given up on them. They can't stay moist enough to hold I guess if I pulled the dirt out and shredded cardboard up and put cardboard at the bottom, then it would hold some kind of moisture. I don't know. It's a lot of work for something that isn't working. I did get all these, like I got 4 of those for $2. I got these for like $3 a piece. So I didn't pay very much money for them. I kept running into them, like at yard sales and Habitat for Humanity. I haven't seen any in a couple years, so apparently I bought them all, but they don't work. So I think I'm going to use them to like do some kind of lights, like maybe do like fairy lights, or I don't know. I'm going to think of a different idea of what I could do those hanging planters for. They don't do very good out here. It dries out too fast out here. So I got to think of something else. This bed's looking really good now. All the wildflowers are really popping up. And then there's one echinacea in here too. Anyway, it's looking pretty good. Oh, my green onions. My dream, I think, is going to be fulfilled this year. I imagined when I very first started this garden, that I would have a bed of green onions that would look like reeds on a shoreline. And look, like it's gonna happen. Oh, I got some new flowers gonna bloom. Looking so good. And then I think this year, instead of like I usually go through and pull out, full chunks. Like I'll pull out the full bulbs and then give them to my neighbors. But to try to encourage them for growth, I'm definitely going to have to thin this corner out because this corner is insane. So I'll just start laying stuff right in this bald spot area is what I think I'll do. Anyway, instead of just plucking it all out this year, I think I'm just going to, like mow it. Just chop. Like, I think I'm going to work over here this year. I'll leave the ones that have flowers, but I think I'm just going to kind of like mow and then just take the top halves to my neighbors. And then if they ask me, oh, last year you gave me the full bulbs, then I'll be like, okay, well, instead of doing that with everybody, I'll just do it with the ones that ask me for the full bulb. And then I'll try to encourage them. Well, you can plant them. They're acclimated out here. They'll be fine. My garlic, I'm going to leave it alone again this year because I want it to grow wild right here. My whole point in this is to be able to get this stuff to grow wild so that I don't have to keep replanting, that I'll eat from some and then the seeds will replace what I've eaten. That's my, and I'm also fine with my garlic growing in between all my lilies. The lilies are to bring the bees and help feed the bees, because in order for you to have a good bee population, they have to have food. And it can't just be your garden food. It has to be, stuff that will sustain them. Like California poppies are super good for that. That's a lot of food for them. But the poppies don't open early enough in the morning. So, I'm trying to have, I need something that opens up really early in the morning. And the daffodils are supposed to be, a little bit in between, because it's an earlier bloomer. So, and apparently the peonies are late. I don't have any really early blooming stuff except for those Johnny jumpers. And so I went and I got some more of these, because I don't have enough spread throughout. And those are non-toxic, so you can just spread them out anywhere. I started them out right over here and up there, but only so many of them came back, which is fine. That's why I just let them grow, because I'll let those seed out and I'll just, you know, pluck them off my sidewalk, but let them interchange in between wherever they want to go, because those are really early bloomers and they bloom all spring, all summer, and even into the fall. So it's a good food source for the bees. Even if it's just a tiny bit, it's something. This is starting to bloom. I can see some purple flowers on it. This is a native. I don't know what this is. It's native. When I would find it, you know, growing in the grass and stuff, so I just cut a bunch of it and I just laid it down in my junk bed. As you can see, it's in a perfect straight line. And the seeds apparently just went in a straight line, so whatever. But it's a native flower. I think it's pretty. It doesn't have thorns. It blooms nicely. It's hardy. And that's what I was doing at first for my wildflowers. I was kind of going around and looking and seeing what, except for these short little weeds. Nothing short. I wanted the taller stuff. And this looks really good. I don't know what it is, but it's native. I got it from my own yard. I just cut it and threw it in that bed, and then it just kind of did its thing. And there's another one over here that grew it, and it started first growing in this bed. That's when I noticed it, and then I saw them out there in the yard, and I was like, oh, I'll just go cut those and and that's how I've been getting some stuff to grow. I don't know what these are, but they're beautiful. They're like these big, beautiful red flowers, and I got it in a mix of flowers from the dollar store, and nothing grows out of that mix except for bachelor buttons and that stuff, and then an occasional echinacea. See, I've got one echinacea there, and then I have another one there. But I know both of these two are pink, because the ones that I buy separately are more expensive. Like I have yellow, orange, white. I don't know what the third one was. But the yellow one's down here, and I'm hoping it comes back. But there's a white and an orange one down here. I had a red one time, a long time ago. And, oh, when I first moved here, man, I wish I would have taken more videos and pictures of it, because it was so beautiful. And it didn't even make it that year. I got it from Walmart, and most of my stuff I buy from Walmart dies. It's just not hardy enough. So it's better if I get it as a seed, but I don't know. We'll see. All right. Look how clear that sky is. There's like really cloudy way over there by Table Rock. There's Bruce out by the fence. I should go check that fence. What are you doing, Holmes? What up? Why are you hanging out over there? I don't know what he's doing. I'm going to check this mountain. I hope you're going to have a wonderful day. Weekend's coming up. But if it's your day off, remember, rest, relaxation, and just recuperate. Look, there's just a couple specks on that mountain. Practically need binoculars to see the snow. It is kind of cold out here, though. I'm wearing a jacket, so my ear feels pretty good today. Still interesting. I mean, I woke up at 2 o'clock in the morning. The second the electricity shut off, my eyes flew open. And I was like, oh, just go back to sleep. So I went back to sleep for 2.5 hours, woke up at 4:30, and the electricity didn't come on until 5:30, and I just laid there for an hour. Like, I'm so cold. Putting more blankets on me because I'm so pathetic. And then I get up and I look at the thermometer in my house. It's like 61 degrees. I felt like it was like 29. That's pretty much what I was telling myself. I'm like, it's like 29 degrees in here. I'm so cold. And I get up and it's 61. And I was just like, wow. Like, just staring at it. Like, oh, you know, just, oh, I just felt so pathetic. I'm like, wow. And that whole hour, I mean, I had my phone. I could have played on my phone. I could have done anything. But I laid there like I was completely trapped. And that Joni Mitchell song, you don't realize what you got until it's gone. Oh, man. I lay there, I'm like, I'm not listening to that song for a really long time. I was like, taking it out on this song. For like an hour, I'm just like, this is ridiculous. I had so many options that I could do. Oh, and then I had a flashlight. And it took me forever to figure out how to... Serenity plays with that flashlight all the time. It's on the table. She plays with it constantly. And I'm like, how does she turn it on? I could not figure out how to turn it on. You know, I could have went and got my phone because I knew for sure where my phone was. But I was just frustrated with that and when I finally turned the flashlight on, it's like so bright, so you just aim it up at the ceiling, and then it just kind of lights up the whole area. I look over there, my phone was literally just like inches from me, and I'm like, girl. You just trying to wake up in a cranky mood today. I was like... So then I'm just like laying there, just like, wow. You know, like, you need to chill. Just like, come on. And it was just like not even that long before the sun started coming up. But, you know, I was just like, I think it's because I was really antsy and wanted to get outside. And then when the sun came up, okay, here's the thing. When the electricity did kick on, I never got out of bed. I didn't do anything. I just laid there looking at the wall thinking, I should move this here and that there. I should just rearrange this. I'm completely unhappy with the way that is looking. Like, if I move this over here and then, okay, I get out of bed to go get the tape measure. Just like... to tape measure the furniture. And then I crawl back into bed and lay there thinking about all the numbers and what I could do. And then I'm like, okay, just get up. So, yeah, really productive morning. I'm like, wow, this is, this is the kind of stuff I do. Oh, that little Iris isn't liking it so much. He got left behind because I used to have irises this whole line here. And I had them in the back line too. And I moved them all. And then I moved a bunch. They were everywhere through here. There's a video that I did last summer that I love of the irises that are just... I was weeding. I was up here in this top corner. And I was weeding. And I was bent down. And when I started to slowly look up, as I was coming up, it was just like a sea of irises. And they were all blooming. It was super early in the morning. Ugh, I sent that video to my best friend. My best friend was like, oh, I love it. It was one of her favorite videos. I can't remember what song I did it to, but the mint looks good. Look at that chocolate mint. I don't know why it's... I planted it directly in the center. I don't know. When I got my mint, I dug a hole in the center and I put it right there. I'm so confused. This one's doing what it's supposed to. I did dig... Wait, did I do... I think I planted that one in the center. These ones I dug out of the ground. This one I planted in the center. Alrighty. So have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Take care of yourself. Peace, love, and happiness. I want peace to be with you and follow you everywhere you go. We're peaceable people. That's where our good vibes come from, is because we're peaceable. We're just chill. We're all right. Everything's gonna be okay. All right. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye.